Hello everybody. This is a US dime. You all know the size of a US dime. They're quite small. That's for size comparison because I wanted to show you USB flash drive I recently picked up about 2 months ago. And it's very, very small, as you can see there. And it's very nice to have around. I shoot a lot of raw images and I like to transfer a lot of files. Now, I'm not a big Verbatim guy. That's the brand of this. But it is a 16 gigabyte drive. I've purchased one other Verbatim product, and they aren't bad, but some of them come with a bunch of crap software I don't like. That's the only problem I've found. Now, this is got decent speed. It's not the best by any means, but for a drive this small, it's well worth it. All you need to do is make sure those contacts, face toward the center of the USB port, any USB port. It's a USB 2, so obviously it's compatible with USB 1.0 as well. If anybody still has a machine that runs USB 1. But with a drive like this, it'd be pretty cool. You could have a Windows installer drive as well as a whole bunch of pictures, videos, and all the drivers for Windows 7, say, or something. So you could have all that stuff and some room left over with a drive like this hooked onto a set of keys. Comes with this lanyard right here that you can hook onto whatever you wanted to hook it onto. Very thin. I've dropped this in the snow a couple of times, dropped it in the dirt, had it rattling around in my pocket with a bunch of keys scraping up against it. I don't know what you'd have to do to screw these contacts up. I'd imagine that at some point it'll probably wear out, but it's done a very good job so far. And thought I'd just show it to you real quick. If anybody's in the market for something like this, I am in no way connected with Verbatim. In fact, I don't even really care for their products. But this particular product, because of its price, size, relatively decent speed, convenience, and overall everything, I think it's well worth looking into if you are in the market for something like this. So there it is. You can check online. I'm not sure if they make any other sizes. I didn't really look around. I just saw this one. It wasn't too expensive, so I picked it up. And I've been using it, like I say, for about 2 months. And I really have a lot of good to say about it and not a lot of bad. So thought I'd show it to everybody. If you're interested, search around for it. I'm sure they are still around, and there are probably smaller ones, and I'm sure there are better ones, but this one's fairly inexpensive and it does a pretty good job. So there it is, the Verbatim tough and tiny 16 gigabyte USB 2.0 flash drive. Keep shooting. You guys have a great day.